Today I'm going to show you how to make pretty much 3D prints, or take a custom file and make it into a custom print. Sorry I don't really have a headset at the moment, but I'm using my web camera microphone. Hopefully it kind of helps. But this is my project I've been working on for the past, I have no idea when I actually started working on this. It takes hours to customize someone else's print. Now, I'm just using the body. That's the only thing I used. The grill, or the breast guard that came from a Hummer slash a military truck to get the fog lights and the bracket. And all I did is customize the Hummer bars to here. That way it makes it look like that. I kind of like it like that, with the slope going down. I do love that. And I paid for the wheels, not too bad of a price, and I'll show you everything that I have bought. So I bought the light bars, I think that was, and I'll show you guys where I get my stuff at. Thingiverse, thingies, or whatever it's called, or you can even get it from here, Turbo Squad. You can buy some stuff there. Pretty cool stuff. Thingiverse, you can get some of the stuff for free, like say for instance, I'll come over here and go Blazers, because it's so much faster than typing it, or I should say Blazer really. And then say like, okay, you like this body or this style body, which I think I got this style body here, and I use this front piece to make it into like a 70s. And no, I took this body and this body. I'll show you guys how to do that too. And did I get any other one? I think I downloaded this one too. Hope I'm not going too fast for anybody. Okay, so this is what I used. You can hit the download part. I'm just going to do that. Oh yeah, I can't do that because my computer is being weird for some reason. So you click and hit download all, or you can click the 5.1 and download. Now if you have WinRAR, that's what I use to unzip these folders. So much easier. I come to cuts, or however you want to say it. You come here and you can type in Blazer 2. Usually you find a body kit for it, or I mean not body kit, interior pieces for it. This is another website I use. You can search here too, and it searches everywhere, like every place that will have. Oh yeah, I forgot Blazer truck, probably. Like yeah, okay. So here's this style too. Like some of these will cost like free to download. Most of them will cost some money. Be aware you will be paying. Ooh, that's kind of cool. $8. That's not a bad price. Sometimes if you're looking at stuff up HL scale, sometimes they're not to scale, so you always gotta be careful on what size they are. And I have a few cars that are HL scale, like I got one of those. Now I'll show you guys how to do this stuff, which I have a lot of custom files. Like for instance, if I go here, yeah, you know, you can see I did a my Suburban Dilly, the 6x6 lowrider standard one with the lowrider rims, and then this one with actual nicer Dilly rims than this one has. And you're good. Now let's go new, 3D design. WinRAR, you just gotta Google WinRAR and that's it. Extract each one of these files. Oh, all this stuff is fun, but then you go to images. Okay, that doesn't tell me nothing. These don't mean nothing to me, so you can get rid of these. This is going to be a kind of long video, so bear with me and all of this stuff. I gotta figure out what is what by itself. And you just copy it to your desktop. Makes it a lot faster to do. And then I'll show you guys. Pretty much when you find some wheels and tires from a different model, just click import, import the 5. Now some of these will not fit I'll show you guys how to do that, because sometimes it has to be 25 properties. These are oh yeah, general. About 4,000 kilobytes. They have to be under 25 megabyte. If they are higher, which will be, where's my file thing? Because I got a second monitor, and this so is only one monitor, so I have a lot of stuff. What's my 3D print right here? HL scale or in scale actually, because that'd be better because I know exactly where it's at. Train car, semi trucks. I think it's this one here. No, that one fits. Now you see how this one says 29 megabytes. You can copy this, go to here. So now you got the Blazer. And then, oh, I did the wrong truck. Well, I got this for a reference. Because that's close to HL. Look up here. And if I click Peter, you can see it needs to be under 25 megabytes. It's no big deal. There it is. And you import that too. So then what you do is you kind of guess, okay, this truck is, my microwave is beeping. I don't know if you can hear that. 22. And it looks like kind of small, but oh, 5628. Yeah. 5628 by 2270. 2270 by 18 tall. Now some of these times, some of these prints could be different sizes, and I can kind of see how it looks. And then what you can do is the Blazer, I don't know how long the Blazer is, I guessed, and I usually take a little bit off the Blazer. Let's just make it 44 for like a reference, because I know they're smaller than a truck, and it should be about decent size. So now we want the wheels. Say, okay, now I want these wheels. Pretty easy to do. Come up here, get the block that's empty, or you can make it whole or solid. I mean, or whole, which is like an invisible piece, and then you just come up to the truck, just like that. Because I only want one of the tires. Show you guys how to make a custom truck real fast. Now this does take some time to get used to. You gotta use your middle scroll button that scrolls in and out to scroll it in and out. I want a little bit of space right there with the rim tire. Then I take this, kind of like that a little bit, and then you want to turn it how you think you want it. Because sometimes it will allow you to do like that without cutting the tire out. Because you know how the tires are like. Then you can copy it, go up a little bit, do like that. It might be too much. So now it's going to cut the tire. And just kind of. It takes a long time to do this process because you want to make sure it is correct how you like it. Then you just group it out of there. I can stop that because now I don't really care about that. Now you're left with that top piece. Now you just come up like this, like that. Trying to do this kind of like nicely and fast as I can. I gotta pick up my daughter here in a little bit, so I'm trying to not rush it, but so now now you can kind of see like how I took that tire off. I can hit back button. It shows the truck because I have it just a bit too tall. Sometimes you can go like this, and it shows you the bottom arrow, so you just go up a little bit. There we go. This truck, you can just go like this, customize a custom body for it. And once you see that one side sticking out too much, then you know exactly what to do. Because you want that to ship or stay in place, so then you go like 9. Okay, looks good. 920. A little bit too much. 15, 5 to 0.5. Okay, 0.9 then. And then you just go underneath the vehicle and go up to about something like that would work. And then you can take another one of these, come down to the top, a little bit inside, a little bit over here, because you want to try to fill up as much space as you can. It ain't always going to be perfect. Because you want to try to make it for that cab. Just like that. Oop. So that one's kind of hidden, so you go 16.80, 75, and then it looks perfect. Yes, this is a lot of work. Once you're done with that, then you can take another block. Okay, so it failed. That one don't worry about. This is the kind of process that I go through every single time I want to make a custom vehicle. Or if you're lucky, sometimes they can get a custom frame with the vehicle, and then you're like, oh, happy day. But in this case, my luck, there is none. And they're like, okay, that looks pretty cool, pretty good. Now I'm just gonna make it up like that. Kind of give it that little bit of effect. Oh, I see a corner sticking out. So 40.90. Still sticking out. 750 a little bit. And you can play around like that once you have the tire set. You always want to make sure that the tire has some meat. So like how I do the Suburban and stuff like that. For instance, like this one here. You want at least want it to have an axle to attach itself to it and attach to this. If you don't, the wheels will not print correctly with the vehicle. Now I will link the Blazer frame down below, and this is how I did it, kind of way in a thing. I had to go back and edit my other Blazer so I can show you guys more depth on how to do this kind of stuff. Like the bumpers, I don't know if they're from the Bronco truck part, but once you kind of figure out what you want to do and what to use, hopefully you don't hear the fan noise in the background. And what you do and what you can do, this is, I will put links in the description like, hey, I used, but you always want to make sure that depending on what tires are going to be decent. I need to go back some actually. And sometimes it could be a pain in the butt. Move back a smidge. Is that where it was? Yeah, that's where it was. Huh. Looks like my front axle needs to go up some, actually. But we'll get to that in a little while. So once you get everything in place, I put this there because it covers up that gaping big old hole. I mean, I could fix it easier too. This is the interior that goes with the truck. Now this you can add in yourself, which is pretty easy. You just take one of these little blocks, put it over here, and you size it where you want it. And the tool I like, you also can do this too. You can go like, okay, I want a 450, type it in, and it rolls it down to that size there. Which technically this size is 1.50 by, let's see, what's this width, by 10. And then you look under it right here, so it's 10 by 37 is what I got mine at. And then I just mount the rear hitch to it. I don't know where I got this from. I don't know if that's from the Blazer or not. I don't know. But the dash part, that's from the interior of the Suburban. All I did is I cut it where I want it and then added what I wanted to use out of it. And then they're like, okay, now you want to fix this whole block. Now you could just throw it in there, call it good, or you can actually take this and you can take the time of scaling it down, but then you'd be like, okay, well, it's gonna look like something like that. Then you got that, you got fix. Me, it was easier to just to go like that, have it like that, and then just bring a little cube right here, size it where you want it, figure out where you want it, and go that route. That's what I did there. And then you can just move it up forward, and then it gives you that kind of dimension. How did I have it last time? I guess I had it like that. Okay. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy. And this back piece is out of for the Blazer as well. I'll put links in the where I got the Blazer, the Suburban. The wheels, I believe you can go in here, basic shapes, and then go to machine and stuff right here. You can use, like, say you like certain tires. Sometimes it look like that, or this tire I like right here. I usually what I do is I like the rim or something like that, but or these tires. These are pretty cool. Or you can just basically do what I do. Go to new tab. Go to I always go to Thingiverse most times, and then I'll look up. Let's say, oops, TRU, truck rims or tires or whatever you want to find. You can find like, okay, truck rims. I like this. I'll download it, or like this, and I'll download it, and I'll customize it to say like this here, which I do like those because that looks more like a Suburban type of rim. Oh yeah. But you can come up here. The interior I think was kind of big, so I had to go up my mixer, which is right here. It's an app you can find on Google. This is on 3D Builder. That's on your Windows 10. You can just go to the App Store to get that. This slicer, I don't really like it. And then, so like you want to import the wheels, you just hit import. I'm doing this too quick. I'm so used to doing this so quickly. You come up to here, it says import. You can choose wherever you had it. Alright, now since it's this tire, so I'm just going to do that. And if you have WinRAR, like I do, it makes your life easier. Then you just right click, extract files. Once you get WinRAR, pretty easy. Get this newer update, wherever basically what yours is. Like mine is loading here. So pretty much like the RAM, or is it like right here? So the system's type, like say yours is 32-bit and you want to get 32-bit. Mine's a 64, so I go with the 64 or 86 too. Like when you open up your hard drive, you have 86. So it'd be like that too. It will say that, and you're fine as well. And you just go from there. Oh wow, that's a big tire. But it's no big deal. You can scale it down to whatever size you want. Set 10. And you want to make sure it's completely round. So let's go 8 by 8, I think. And then now you see how you got that nice big wide tire, and you shrink it down to about, wow. And then you can come over here and you're like, okay, well, I wonder how wide my tires are. So pretty much once you get the interior, your stuff built, and how I did this was pretty easy. I just took a, like that, and all I did is like take a square. So I go my shapes. Oh yeah, right here. And just go click on this one here. Size it to what I think it's going to be correct. And then you just select this and hit group. And then you take away that, like this real quickly. Like that. So you do. You always want to make sure you group your items. Because if you don't, and you say like, okay, I'm done. Right here's where you title what you want to pick. So right now this is called test. And you hit export. It's not going to export everything. What you just did. So that's why it's very important to group everything you do. Now this is separate, the frame is separate, and then you can add this too. It makes it like easier. Like that. And then so like my tires here, and then you can hit this part, this is copy, this is paste, and then now you have your spare axle. So that way I can show you exactly pretty much cylinder. I think that's what that is. Yeah, cylinder. And you just take it and kind of guess where you think it's going to be right. The reason why I have a lot of meat to it is because when you do resin print, it doesn't make it as fragile, and it makes it perfect. But now I see how I got the tires like that. Now I'll go to my downloads real quickly, and then here, right here, copy this, and you can upload right to your desktop. So much easier. And then that's it. Then hit import file. Oh yeah, desktop. Find what's called. Click open. And now it says it's too big. That's a bummer. Then you have to open up Mixer. I guess I'm going to show you guys real quickly. 14 minutes extra. At least you get a full demonstration of this video, so that's a plus. Sometimes you will have to figure a way to, if the rim is still too big, okay, now we have a rim. That looks kind of big. No big deal. You can hit edit, pine cut, and now you have half a rim. Yeah, accept. I'll show you guys what to do. This is always what I do for test prints. Export this as 1. And then you have that. Go back to Tinkercad, import, click the 1, and now it says 3000. So then you're like, okay, you don't know what to do. Easy peasy. Pine cut again, and try to get the rim as straight. Take and hold the left click up. You don't have to hold it all the way up, but it always helps you try and get the rim straight, and you cut. So then you go accept. Now you have one right side. So what I would do is I'll pick top right, hit save, and then you test it out again to make sure this rim works. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it'll say now it'll fit. Import. And then if you want the whole rim like itself, you hit Control Z on this application. Make sure you click on it. Hit Z, and then it brings up. And then you hit this big fat arrow, and it brings up to the left side. Then now you can hit accept, export, top left, save, and it saves. Use this little top triangle to bring it up until it says 0 and you're perfect. And then you come over here. This thing is about 8.86. So then you put 86 by 883. Because you want it to match the other tire. And say like you want the fat tires too. Then you go over here and you gotta hit 381. Make sure that's in the correct way. So, and there you have a nice wide tire. Oh, I like this tire too now. Negative 90. Now you have a rim. I wonder if this is gonna work. So then what you would do, import the other side. Find where it says left. Import it. And then go back to mixer. Control Z. Now you have that. Control Z again. And again. And again. Now you gotta have this left. Right? So now hit Control Z again. Now you have the bottom half. Hit accept. Because it erases the top. Now don't be freaking out because it's underneath here. Sometimes it does that. Then you just want to kind of make sure that this cut is straight. Hit accept. I'm going to say this is going to be bottom left. I have like put bottom right now because I'm going to try to speed this up. Click over, accept, export, B, and then right. Hit that, and then you're done. Don't have to save it. Then you come up here fast as you can. Top right, left is what I need. I think. Yeah. And now I need a bottom left. Did I do bottom? I don't know. You always want to make sure that you keep track. Oh, bottom left, top left, bottom right. Okay, got them right. So now you got the tire size correct. Okay. Now this is the easy part-ish. Oh, right there's the one side. And then you can go like this, and then you just go like that. So you know it's going to be the 90 section, so then you go like that. Because what it needs to do... Okay, since everything is loaded, now you just go like this, get the rims, make sure everything... What the heck? Even that rim is off. Okay, what I'm going to do is redo this a little bit. So now I got it sitting like that. There we go. I'm not right sitting down flash. Like that. There we go. Smaller. So 48. Looks pretty good. And then here you can just go like this. Okay. That looks pretty good there. Same thing with this. That looks pretty good. This is 2-part in. So then, hey, that looks, yeah, that looks good. Don't think I had the cuts right. Oh, a little bit smaller. Okay. There we go. Border looks good. You want to make sure there's no gaps. That looks pretty much better. Then you grip the rim. The Spurban wheel, it'll load up automatically. It's a lot easier, but then you just copy the rim size, like 647. Oh yeah, this has to be. And minus that 0. Okay. 647. Now when you do the splits, like the cuts and stuff, it won't show up when you do prints. 650. At 380. See? And now you get your rim. Just like that. Yeah, that looks good. So now you got your tire. Get your tire where you want it. So that way the rim can match up. And you get it where you want it. Lift it up. This needs a little over some. Sometimes you have to play with the settings like this a little bit to get it to go straight where you want it. The backside looks good. But you want that front. Then you want to down here. And then you want okay. Look at 20. I think I'll just spur wheel better because it might work better. And then I think it needs to go. Too much. And you just group it. And then I'm going to move this out of the way. Get rid of this. Copy this. Move it to where you want it. Rotate it 180 degrees. That's 7. Shoot. Back. Back. Just like that. I actually might upload the Suburban or Blazer to Thingiverse for free, maybe. That way anybody else can just download it. Because that actually looks. Copy that. Slap it where you want it. But first, before I do, and then I always use these as guides. That way you can kind of see how much more space you have. What needs to go over some. That way make sure you're getting your bumper and everything kind of correct in line. It helps. But that's all you need to do, and see y'all next time.